All right, hey everyone. So it's Dr. Chafee, and this is actually day 10. I was actually wasn't able to get home last night from work, so I wasn't able to get back and get to my bands, and then had to work all day the next day anyway. So that sucked. But because of that, I'm just going to do both workouts back to back. So I'm just going to crank them all out. So I'm going to do all 9 of the ones that I do. So I'm going to start with the push day, which would have been my day 9, and then go to the pull day and finish that up as well. And I'm going to do the same thing again that I did last time, which is, try and kill it with the elite band, and then drop down to the black band as well afterwards, just to really get a serious burnout as well. So I don't think I'll be doing that with everything, but maybe I'll mix it up and do it with a few of them, but definitely do it with this anyway. So there we go. I also like to wear just a long sleeve shirt, because the chest press especially can just rub on your arms and just sort of gets a bit of irritation. And apparently, when your arms shake like that, that actually signals your body to make more growth hormone, which is the idea behind the vibration plate, which I don't have, so I haven't used that, but that's the sort of the principle behind that. And there have been studies that have demonstrated that. But I might get that at some point and try it out. Okay, all right, drop this down. All right, burn it out from here. And just very slow and steady. No rest on either side, always staying under tension. Don't lock out, don't come back all the way, always keep tension on. So try to really crank it out, and then when you start doing those sort of half reps where you can't really get it out, and I just really try to just push it and just see how much I can do, just really crank it out and get as much out of it as I possibly can, because that's the entire point of working out, especially this sort of workout as well. Okay, just doing shoulders, which for me is a bit of a weak spot. But just something I have to work on, and so that's why we're here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that is definitely it. So, yeah, definitely worked the hell out of my shoulders. Still felt that in the triceps as well. So obviously, if you're doing this back and forth with the, the chest press, there's going to be a bit of cross work there, which is good. But you may want to separate those out a bit, take a bit of a break between one or the other, so that you're not losing out on one because you've already tired out similar muscle groups with the other exercises. But that was already better than my previous attempts at shoulder press. So I'm already getting better, already feel better at it already. So that actually is pretty promising and exciting for me because like I said, I've just banged up my shoulders so many times with rugby, just with endless tackles and hit points of contact that like my shoulders just always just killed. So I neglected them in the gym because they were sore, and which of course is stupid because that just makes them weaker and more prone to get injured. And so it's just sort of a vicious cycle. And so you have to get out of that. You have to really go after it. If your back hurts, work your back. If your shoulders hurt, work your damn shoulders. The muscles around the joint actually help support the joint. So even if you have like bad arthritis, like bone on bone arthritis, if your musculature is strong, you will feel less pain because your joint is more supported. All right, so your bone joints aren't clanking around and scraping on each other. Okay, it's held together, it's solid. There's going to be discomfort. That's just the nature of arthritis. But it's going to be much reduced, and you're going to be much more functional. And also, obviously just being on a carnivore diet, you're going to seriously reduce your inflammation, and your arthritis pain will be 95% reduced. I'm not exaggerating that. I have met people, family and patients, who desperately wanted surgery because they were in so much pain for whatever reason, and then they go even just on a keto diet or especially carnivore diet, and all of a sudden they say like, my pain's gone, I'm fine. Dr. Baker found that as well in his practice as an orthopedic surgeon, that he was gearing people up for surgery. Then he said, hey, why don't you try these dietary changes as well? And they came to him a month before their surgery and just said, hey, doc, I don't need surgery. Like, I feel good. So it makes a big difference. And also strengthening those joints is a major part of this as well. 95% of back pain can be solved with back strengthening exercises. So it's something to keep in mind. And the rest of them get fixed by going to carnivore. So the combination of the two things makes a huge difference. Okay, now I'm doing the split squat. So I like doing the split squat. You just do one leg at a time. You're focusing more on that leg. You're also getting a lot of work on the accessory muscles of balance. So you like your glute medius and minimus. That's like the top shelf of your ass, and and the glute max is just below that. So different muscles, they do different things, you know, and glute medius and minimus are very good at stabilizing. So if you're doing one-legged squats, those really engage, and so that's how you work those muscles. The best is other ways as well, but this is a good addition onto all those. So get your balance right. Step back. And then kneel down. Same slow up and down. Okay. Yeah, that definitely gets a workout. I'll adjust this. Okay, couldn't quite finish that one, mostly because the balance wasn't quite right, so it was putting more pressure forward, and that was sort of engaging my back a lot, which actually is good because that's working my back, but just need to get that balance across the shoulders a little better, and then like the mic's getting in the way as well. So I'm just gonna try and finish these up here to match the other side. There we go. You definitely feel that. That works really well. And getting those muscles of support engaged, like you definitely feel it working in very different muscles and additional muscles, which is good because that's how our body's supposed to work. They all work together in order to be dynamic and explosive hunters. And so that's good exercise for that. All right, guys, so it's the last one of the push day, and then I'm going on to pull day. And just remember, I do speed these things up on the video, so you're not just sitting there bored watching me slowly crank these things out. So I do that. So if it looks like I'm going quickly, that's because of that. So I am trying to do these slow, sort of 2-3 seconds out, 2-3 seconds back. But obviously, just for time's sake, I just want to bore the hell out of people. And so just doing that, so I just speed up through that so you can see what I'm doing. And but just so you know, just going slow out, slow back on all the exercises, okay? So same thing here. And keeping that tension. All right, I get a lot of tricep work with these. I've always had sort of big triceps anyway, but I think they're just going to turn into bazookas after a few weeks of these. So, kicked by a horse or something. But yeah, so it's good. Yeah, it works really well. And yeah, as you can see, I'm already, I'm out of breath. Especially with those leg ones, man, those are big work, especially like the split squats. You gotta fight for those things, It's a real balancing act. You have to get it just right on the foot plate, especially when you're doing one-legged. And so you're trying to balance yourself, and you're also trying to balance this thing under you that's getting pulled up with the band. So you have to have it in a good position. You also have a lot of these stabilization muscles keeping everything together, which is great. So you end up doing a lot of work. It gets your back, it gets your core, and it gets your shoulders. You're holding this stuff up here, and certainly gets your legs as well. So it's I'm liking that aspect of it too. All right, now we're going to pull day. All right, good. So getting a little hot, so I took off my top, and I don't need it on these ones as much anymore, because on the pull day, you don't have things that are sort of scraping on your arms as much when you're pulling up like this, just because your arms have to be here, the bands are coming down. I was actually interested in getting the longer bar, also just because it'll keep the bands sort of off my arms a little more, and so that might be good for that. But on pull day, you don't really have that come up. It doesn't get to where they're sort of rubbing on your skin on your arms. So that's just what I prefer. But so now it's just doing a pull day. I'll just do 5 exercises on this because I add in shrugs, because I like shrugs. You don't have to do them if you don't want to, but if you do, it's there for you. I'm just going up and down slowly, but I'm not resting at the bottom. I'm still under tension. See, my elbows are still flexed. I'm not going all the way down to here. I'm staying here tense.
Okay. That's all she wrote on that one. All right, so to the biceps, and when you really get to fatigue and you really push that up and you're just always under tension, like that burns and it stays burnt for a while. So that was a very good workout from that side of things. I noticed that, you know, the more I push myself, the more I'm keeping myself under tension and really trying to go to absolute exhaustion, not just going to the point, well, oh, it hurts, so I'll stop. Man, the difference in how you feel afterwards and the difference in what you gain from that is phenomenal. Like, you just feel wildly different. So there, I really pushed it on the bicep curls. Really went until I just couldn't keep the bar up anymore. And, you know, my biceps were aching for, you know, a few minutes there, and that's rare for me. You know, normally it's very difficult to get to that point, but that's something that I find with this. So I like that aspect of it. You really do get a real deep workout. You know, something that you have to do with like burnout sets. So you're doing, you know, you're heavy whatever, and then you sort of drop weight and keep going and drop weight and keep going and drop weight and keep going. I find that you just do that naturally by keeping it under tension and then just doing the little partial lifts until you just run out of gas. And so that's good. That's a good aspect of this. So I'm just going to jump into shrugs here, and that's because it's you know, it takes a bit of work to get this thing up in the first place. And so you have to sort of deadlift it up, and then you're I'm still trying to keep it under tension. I don't relax at the bottom. Whew. There, I think it's in there. Whew. Doing good. 3 more. Okay, on to calves next. I'm going to leave deadlifts for last because I think a lot of these do work similar muscles to the deadlifts, and so I want to sort of save the best for last and let that work those same muscles in an auxiliary nature with these other lifts, and then finish off with the deadlifts, where if I did deadlifts first, I'd sort of tire those things out. It might detract from the other lifts. Calves are another one that you can burn the hell out of. You just keep going up and down as slow as you can. It's a small movement, so it's not as easy to go as slow. So just do the best you can. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Oh, yep. That's my calves. Okay. All right. All right. Now just get the back here. You want to try and lean over as much as you can, but it's does put a lot of pressure on your lower back, but I guess that's the point. So like for me, I had to work up to this and strengthen up my lower back more, which is definitely a weak spot, which is why I have back pain. That's just going to keep getting better with time. So already feels better, already feel more stable, and my back more supported. Whereas, my lower back's normally, quite painful. But you work it, you work those muscles, you develop them, like they'll come in and help you in the end. Okay, last one, deadlifts. Just got to finish strong, and then I'll be done on this double day, which I'm going to do my very best to never have to do again. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I was right. The other exercises sort of use those same muscles, so I was already a bit worked when I started those. So I guess you sort of pick the way you want to do it. You want to do those first. You want to get the most out of the deadlifts, and then maybe not have as much in the tank for the other lifts, or do the other ones first and then finish off with that. I think for me, probably do it that way so I can get the most out of the other ones, and I'm working those muscles, so that's good. And then I'll finish off breaking those things down. So there you have it, guys, the double workout, unfortunately. And I speed these things up so you're not sitting here, because that took me probably about half an hour actual working out, and I took a couple breaks as well. So, I mean, you don't want to be watching this, for 30 minutes, that's like a whole, episode of something, so I speed it up, and then, so you just see the lifts, see the exercises, then get a bit of the commentary, and advice and tips. And, if that helps, then let me know. So let me know what you think, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like this stuff, if it's boring. Should I just do sort of like a week at a time, a compilation, like, hey, these are my workouts, or maybe at the end, and just let you know and do an episode on that. Or if you find these helpful, that would be helpful to me to know. So leave a comment in the comments, and just let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to see and what you want to do. Also, obviously, I'd appreciate if you guys follow me on, everything, YouTube and Instagram, and just keep the comments up. It helps drive traffic. It helps get this message out there. Helps people see this sort of stuff, and also helps me know what the hell I'm doing is beneficial or not. So, I don't want to go down a track that you guys aren't really interested in. I can just do my own workouts and be done with it. But if you guys find this helpful, if it's motivational for you, if you like the little bits of advice as we go, then just let me know. And then we can keep sort of making these things, because I don't want to make videos that you guys don't find helpful. So that doesn't, I don't get anything out of it. If you guys don't get anything out of it. So just let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, see you on day 11, hopefully not day 11, 12. All right, see you guys.